Now, this over here is our actual built-in G-force meter. So when we go around the corner up here, you're going to see exactly how many G's this amazing sport suspension will pull. Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're going to do a review video, which is something I don't normally do. I was asked by my friend Gina to drive her car for a review. A new, what is it, a Hyundai what?
Sonata.
Hyundai Sonata. Okay, so I don't normally do car reviews, so I said, give me the car keys and we'll see what it does. So I'm taking that for a ride. There's the M3 keys. Hop in the car. I'll show you how to do what you got to do. And I will see you in a little bit. Sounds pretty good. All right, let's get to the business of driving this thing. So here we have a brand new Hyundai Sonata. This is going to prove to either be the funniest or the most boring car review I could possibly do. I am not a slow car guy. I've always had a fast car ever since I could afford one. Oh wait, this is the sport model. So this should be sporty. And it's practically new. It's kind of a sharp looking car. It looks like a Lexus. You know, the lines are nice. It's big. So let's hop into it and let's go for a ride, see what it's like. Hyundai Sonata review. I'd be lying if I said I was excited. Okay, it's quiet. First impressions, you know what? It's a nice cabin, not gonna lie. It's comfortable, seats are big. There's a lot of room in here. It's a big car. It's very quiet. A lot of body roll. Much more body roll than the M3. So I drive a 2009 M3. It's got a 420 horsepower V8 double clutch transmission. It's a properly engineered German sports car, and it's a convertible, so I do happen to love it a little bit more than what I probably should love a car. So I may not give this car a fair kick at the can, but I'm certainly going to try and be as objective as possible to driving what I would have normally looked at on first glance and thought, this is probably going to be me slipping into a coma from boredom and dying. But here we go. First impressions. It's okay. Like the layout, like the controls, big buttons, easy to read. Nice interior, seats are comfortable, leather and cloth trimmed. It's not a uncomfortable or bizarre place to be. It's got heated steering wheel, which is actually a nice touch. Obviously heated seats, which is fairly standard on almost all cars nowadays. I kind of wish my M3 had a heated steering wheel. Next model will hopefully have that for me. Nothing really exciting happening around the corners. You know, there's one thing that German car builders do really well, is build stuff that, you know, handles nicely. Handles very nicely, in fact. Not that this car handles poorly or doesn't leave you with confidence when you go around the corners. It's just, even when you go around a corner in the M3 and the Beamer, it's just comfortable. It feels like it's got a ton of mechanical grip and it urges you to push it. This one kind of just feels like, hey, you're going around a corner. Nothing that exciting. Got it floored. Not a fast car, not gonna lie. It's very quiet and it's smooth for a four-banger, but it's not a fast car. If you like fast cars, don't buy a Hyundai Sonata. It has enough power to get you up to the speed limit and to drive around comfortably. I'm sure it's very good on gas. So let's check it out in the twisties. Let's see how it is there. Let's see if we can have some fun there. I gotta say, I'll give it a thumbs up from the driver comfort perspective. It is a smooth, comfortable car to drive. Transmission shifts nicely, not jerky. Upshifts are very smooth, and the steering's actually not bad. A lot of cars have kind of like steering that doesn't have a lot of feel nowadays, especially with electric power steering units. This one is not too bad. It's a little bit loose in the rack. You can see it's got some play, and the car does not do a whole lot when I move it a little bit. If I did that in the M3, the car would be weaving down the road a little bit. So overall, I wouldn't call it a sporty car. It's more of a family car. If you're looking for something that's got a ton of room and comfortable in a daily driver, this is probably a good choice. The brakes aren't bad. They're a little bit grabby when it's wet out. I'm not sure if it's just the weather, but yeah, the brakes do the job. Let's do a little bit of an acceleration here as we merge. Come on! Yeah, I'd say it has all the power of an angry mosquito. But that's okay. This is not a race car. It is not a sports car. I think they're a little bit ambitious with the sports badge on the back bumper. Maybe it has a sport tune suspension. I don't know. But compared to, again, you know, I'm a little bit biased, but compared to what I'm getting out of coming into this thing, it's not a sporty car as far as I can feel and tell. From a convenience perspective, this car is pretty much fully loaded with anything you could want or desire. It's got blind spot detection in the mirrors, it's got a backup camera, decent radio and stereo system. I'm not going to turn it on, but I listened to it before. It's really got just about everything that you could ask for, especially in this price range. It's really, really well equipped. I'm well chuffed with the way that it is built out. It does not have shift paddles. I thought it might have shift paddles. Okay. This is kind of a twisty section of road. This is where the BMW dealership will take you to test drive their car, so you can get a feel of it. So foot on dead, there's no, oh, there is a dead pedal, okay. I don't think we'll have any trouble keeping up with this truck. It's a little bit pushy. It will understeer if you give it a little too much push. I can feel it. It's earlier back there in the bend. All right. Whee! All right, yeah, it's interesting. I think I would probably cry if I had to sell my M3 and drive a sports Sonata every day. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys are looking for a positive review from somebody that's not objective, yeah, it pushes. I gotta watch the guardrail around there. Wouldn't want to push it too hard. Yeah, so if you guys are looking for a objective review that would be neutral and unbiased from somebody on this car, this is not it. I am definitely biased. I have been driving German sports cars that are rear drive, front engine, well balanced, and this just leaves you with a different feel completely. It leaves you disconnected from the road. If driving dynamics matter to you, then I would discourage you from even looking at a Hyundai. But from a purpose point of view, from like a value perspective, it's actually a really nice car. It's comfortable. It drives well. It's not a rip-off. It's well priced, especially with the equipment that it comes with. And I gotta say, I think overall for what it is, for what you pay for it, it's nice. It does sound like a sewing machine though when you give it the beans. Singer would be very proud for the exhaust note that Hyundai built into this. Now, this over here is our actual built-in G-force meter. So when we go around the corner up here, you're going to see exactly how many G's this amazing sport suspension will pull. So here we go. This is a nice 90-degreer. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and front end's pushing. But we're pulling G's. We're pulling G's. Look at that. Look at that. I think that's about all I can take, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. Subscribe to the channel if this is the first video you see. Browse. Lots of good stuff on entrepreneurship and just becoming a better version of yourself. I hope that if you were looking for a video on confirming your choice to buy a Hyundai Sonata, I didn't offend you too badly. This was actually meant more you know, out of interest and fun for my regular subscribers to see if it's something they would like to see more of. So if you guys want to see me do more reviews on regular cars, let me know. Post a comment in the video below and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.